Hoodie on my back and it hit the floor. Arizona on me and it hit the floor. Shot a nigga in the back, cut the Skittles in the pack. I was black, so to him and I packed heat. So I tried to make a dash, but I knew it wouldn't last. I was tired of this track meat, so I closed my eyes. To no surprise, I'm laying with a casket lies. Get my linen and Zimmerman and Winnison, the product of my poster minds. I was posted on the block with the reason I was shot, and it created how the post collide. Think about it now, I probably was supposed to die. Rather me than someone close to mine. Looking down, I see the world with my hoodie on, so no more trouble sitting close to find. We got a problem, Houston, there's a bomb in Boston. Gotta call the Lord, cause all the angels falling and the soldiers fighting. Mouths are starving, wages garnished, old apartments, pop deployment, unemployment. I tap my pain and you.
What up, YouTube? This your boy Down Low back for another reply. But before then, let's talk about something that's going on in the music industry, man. So, Nicki Minaj is being sued for $30 million from her previous wig designer. You know, when I first read that shit, man, like, okay, that's exaggeration. That can't be fucking real. But as I read into this shit, it sounds about right, really. So her previous wig designer, man, he designed a bunch of wigs for her that she went out in public, like in VMAs and shit like that. She rocked them. And when she fired him, but yet kept using his wigs and then actually started selling them bitches in stores. Now, if this is true, yeah, 30 million does sound about right. But what we need to do for real, to stop assuming people are automatically guilty, like, let's hear what Nicki Minaj have to say before we start slamming them like everybody is doing. But anyway, on to today's album review, and it's to that Schoolboy Q Oxymoron. And let me take you back, man, like months ago when they first said that this album was dropping 2014. See, what I expected from this album was some dope gangster ass music with a conscious feel to it, and which that's an oxymoron in itself. But what we got from this album, at least with the really good songs, man, is pretty much the complete opposite. Like, my favorite songs was that Studio, in which you can look at that like that's geared towards women a little bit. That Hell of a Night, which is pretty much the closest thing that you'll get to a club dance type song off of this album. And that Groove Line 2, man, which is like some smooth pimp ass type shit, man. Now, I got to say, man, overall, the most disappointing aspect of this album was the production. From those with a name and those without a name, man, for the most part, the production just wasn't strong. Like, the Alchemist's beat wasn't that damn good, wasn't on the level that I come to expect from the Alchemist. Mike Will made its joint was subpar as well. Tyler the Creator, pretty much dead Tyler the Creator. I really don't expect much from Tyler the Creator. That Pharrell, maybe it could grow on me. And Schoolboy Q suffers because he's not that great of a lyricist that can turn subpar beats in his favor. Even on some of the songs where his lyrics were pretty damn hot, man, it really didn't quite save it. Like, some of my favorite lyrics that he spit was off of that Prescription, where he's going in pretty much telling a story of a prescription pill addict, man. And his lyrics shine on that and the Oxymoron song that came right after that. And the beginning part of that Hoover Street, man, actually that was pretty damn dope as well. But those songs didn't make my favorite list because overall as songs, they just weren't that damn great. Dope ass songs is a combination of everything from lyrics to flow to beat to hook. Everything, man. And a lot of cases on most of these songs, he may not have the beat, he could have the lyrics. He has the lyrics, but the hook is so fucked up, and whoever's featuring on it fucks it up even more too. See, someone said a while ago that Schoolboy Q doesn't benefit from the fact that he's on TDE, man, because he's not as prolific of a lyricist, man, and this album definitely does prove that to be fact. Like, if you take this album and put it to anybody who's not already hyped up that people are assuming that this album could become the album of the year type thing, then this actually may get a better review. But expectations were so high and he really couldn't deliver on these expectations, and I'm going to make an effort to not do that shit again with anybody else that's on TDE except for Kendrick Lamar, because Kendrick has already proven himself to be highly anticipated. But overall, I gotta give this album, man, a 6 out of 10, but it is definitely worth a listen, and individual songs on this should be purchased via iTunes. And speaking of iTunes, you can go there to listen to this album in full for the full strength. The link to it is going to be in the description below. But anyway, on to today's article from downloadpass.com. And today's article is about sick days. And this is one thing that fucking kills me. See, people be sick as a motherfucking dude, but they are not going to call off work, not for one fucking day, because they so desire to get that money or whatever. And that's all good and all, man, but when it comes to the grind and you end up getting fucking sick, then you calling off the fucking grind because I guess it's not paying you right now, and that's fucking bullshit. Everybody need to go about this grind to be a success in the fucking music industry with more desire and more work ethic than you would do for the fucking 9 to 5 that you hate. And I understand you feel shitty when you are fucking sick, man, but there's always something you can do that won't fuck up your recovery process. Do something productive towards your grind, dude. If you're not gonna take a sick day for the bullshit you can't stand, you better not take one for the shit that you're supposed to love.
Never lukewarm with a new song. I need a coupon. I-95 with half off like a coupon. That's a roof gone. Never idolize my credit. Give mine to God. Paramedics all in my session for a pair.